What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. We're back on the Corvette. So I haven't showed you guys this yet, but we have everything set up on the oil pan. We have the drain welded in. I welded it in on both sides. This is my second pass right here. It came out a lot better. Once I figured out that I had to turn the heat up on the, we used an aluminum spool welder on this. And then this is the turbo feed. I bought a dual one just because I like the way that it was set up. I do have a extra one of these that comes out the center, but I like that that this comes straight up, and that's where the I'm going to be running it anyway, up and over the motor to the top of the turbo. So we have that on. Everything's ready to go. We're just going to get under here, and I still have the pry bars under here, so we just have to pry the subframe down and slap this thing back in, and we're good to go to start building the rest of the hot side. So the goal is today is to have the entire hot side done, welded up and ready to go, and we'll fire it up with the turbo on it with the feed. I do have all the stuff to make the drain, but there is a connector that goes, I don't know where the other part is, right here. So this is the precision turbo drain, and this takes a 10AN ORB one side and then the 10AN feed. I bought this 1/2 inch to 10AN, and it does fit in here, so we'll be able to at least throw it on here just to see the turbo spin and the oil won't go all over the place. But I do have the right part coming. It should be either here today or tomorrow. So the hot side and all the drain and feed will be all finished up between today and tomorrow, but I definitely want to see this thing fire up today. So we're going to get after it. I'll put you guys in a time lapse as we put the oil pan back in, and then I'll check in with you guys as we go along. All right, guys, we got the oil pan in, and we're starting to work on the up pipe from this and coming over. We had to make it come up at the third exhaust hole just because it's where the turbo is going to sit and work well. So we're going to work this one around into it, and then we're going to work the wastegate somewhere in between here. But we're going to get all the straight pipes stuff done, and then we'll figure out where all the 90s coming off the flange are going to go. But we got a pretty decent far, and we're going to basically get where the turbo is going to mount to now. So I'll check in with you guys when we have pretty much everything ready to drill out all the holes for the 1.5 inch pipes. All right, guys, so we have pretty much everything where we need to with the manifold itself, and now we're doing the final fitment with the turbo. And I want the turbo to sit right around in this area, just so I can fit the hood and make sure the hood closes on it. So we're cutting our last piece right over there. Now you can go ahead, James. And fitting the wastegate right here in between the two. So once we get everything mounted up where we actually need it and get this last piece, the turbo will be mounted exactly where it needs to be, and we'll get the final welding done, and then I'll time-lapse that part, and then I'll show you the full piece all together, and then we pretty much have to build the downpipe, run the oil drain and feed, and this thing's pretty much done for what it is. We still have to do the fuel system, but that's coming in next week, so we'll get as much done as we can today and hope for the best. All right, guys, so we have the last piece in. We didn't get to weld it up and do a startup on it today, but we have everything where we want, and we tried our hardest to get this turbo to fit in here properly and be able to close the hood and not have to cut the hood open. But we're still running into about 1.5 inches of clearance with the hood. So if we bring this thing down here, you'll see that it's hitting, and then you can see where the latch is right here. There's maybe 1 inch in between where it's actually going to latch. So there's not much else we can do. We tried to cut down this. We reconfigured this a couple times, and I didn't like the way the turbo looked, because now we have it just straight on and everything's going to work perfectly. And for this, I just ordered a cast 90, so I'm gonna weld a 90 onto here to go straight to where the intake tube's gonna be right here, and that should be all set there. But we're almost there. We got everything pretty much set where it needs to be. It's just a lot of final little tedious stuff. That's why I haven't really recorded most of today, because it was just cut, measure, weld, redo. So it kind of sucked. But tomorrow I'm probably just gonna clean up, get everything ready for next week. The fuel system and all that stuff should be here, and I'll probably come in and weld up this finally and get the intercooler mocked up and welded into place, so all that stuff's ready for everything to go. But as you guys can see, this is a huge mess in here, so I'm gonna get all this stuff cleaned. And don't forget to check out the giveaway video. All you gotta do is comment on it, subscribe, and you're entered to win. So if you got any questions or anything that's going on with this stuff, drop them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.